Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Janvi and you are watching Study with Janvi channel. So in today's session, let's see my interview experience in IBM. My interview in IBM has scheduled at April 30, 2021, but actually to be frank, the interview was on April 28th due to some technical issues from IBM side, so they have rescheduled my interview to April 30th. So now let's see what are the questions that have asked me in the interview as well as what are the most stressable concepts in the interview. When I entered into the interview panel in WebEx, we both greeted each other as well as we had a basic conversation like how are you and so. So this conversation made me feel so smooth and free throughout the interview. And then later he introduced himself and asked me to introduce myself. So keep your introduction very short. That should be approximately 1 minute or less than 1 minute. So I have introduced myself in 45 seconds approximately. And then the next question, the straight question is to explain project. In the project, interviewer has asked me many questions, but the first and foremost thing was he asked me about to explain the project in a detailed way. As I am a fresher, 2021 pass out, so I have completed my mini project but still not completed my major project as it was going on now. So I said this statement to the interviewer and I started explaining my mini project in a detailed way. After explaining the project in a detailed way, the first and foremost question was, is it a group project or is it an individual project? So I have said that this was a group project, and then he asked me that how many members are there in this particular project. After telling the answer, he asked me, is there any conflicts between the team members or no? So I explained the answer, and then the next question was, what are the technologies that we're using in this project and what are the drawbacks that were there in this project, as well as he asked me that what were the technical work that you're working in this project, and then why did you pick this project, as well as are you a team member or the team leader? So these are the basic questions that were asked in the project that you can easily answer if you know the project in a detailed way. So be very cautious because this was the project that you have done. So you should be very confident at this particular stage to answer any type of question. As I have already told you about the mini project that I have completed, my major project was going on. So interviewer has asked me some basic questions on the major project, like what was the project and what were the technologies that you were using in this project, as well as could you please explain the project in a brief way and what was the time bound that you set to complete this project. So these were the basic questions that were asked in the major project. And the next question was the new technologies. So he asked me that what were the new technologies that you are familiar with. So I said machine learning and cloud computing. So machine learning because this was in my major project, so I should mention it, and I am a bit confident with the machine learning. And also he asked me about the cloud computing. So he asked me some deeper questions in the machine learning. As I have said, I have it in the project. So either you are a CSE student or non-CSE, you should be a bit familiar with the new technologies. So mainly every interviewer are asking about the new technologies. So be careful with this particular question. Just know some basic details about the machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, deep learning. Apart from the project, interviewer has asked me few more questions like use of joins in SQL. Not only joins, we have a bunch of topics which will be very much important to any type of interview. So I'll be uploading it in the next video. Please make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you will get all my notifications on. And coming to the next question, these are situational based questions. So the interviewer started explaining me a situation where he asked 3 to 4 questions from that. And we need to be very much interested in this type of questions to answer. We should answer it in a very smart way. And the final question is, any questions for me? So I have asked some queries that I have, and that's all. The interview was done here. And finally, I would like to tell you that this was totally my own interview experience. So this could be varying according to the interviewer and along with your resume details. So please make sure that you are perfect enough with your resume details. And finally, I would like you to mainly focus on the project, which is very much important in any type of interview. So you must be very much confident enough whenever you explain your project. And coming to the next question, you must be very much familiar with the new technologies. At least have a basic knowledge about the new technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the most important thing is cloud computing. So at least have some basic knowledge in it. And coming to the HR questions, you will be having a normal HR questions which are very much repeatedly asked in IBM interview. Not only IBM interview, you will be having HR questions in any type of interview. So I would like you suggest IndiaBix website or the app you have. So please download the app and go through the HR questions which will be helping you a lot.